Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream and another episode of Shameless FC. It's been a minute. I feel like I'm back under the same circumstances when the Premier League is kicking off, but I don't really feel as annoyed as I have done over the last 2 years. Part of me thinks that's a little bit of a positive, but only a little bit. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. We're going to touch on all the latest games and news surrounding all of our clubs. United as well. Flawless will be here in a couple minutes. Man's just bouncing in between streams. Needs a little bit of break. But he'll be here soon. And yeah, obviously we got the Broja. Here we go. Shout out to Ipswich. They're now my favourite team to stay up. We need that 30 million. Get me my pure profit. We need that. But we're going to discuss the Broja transfer. Any of the other latest news as well, even though there wasn't really too much, other than the 10th return of Reece James. Let's go. Savić ain't ready. I actually got a little thread to show you guys on Savić as well. I didn't deep that fan base could be that shameless, but they've actually tried to do a combined 11 of their players, and they've got like 8 of their own players in there. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah. Savić, gotta hold this smoke. Otherwise, I swear down, we might actually be finished as an institution. And yeah, big up to everybody. Again, hit the likes, subscribe, not just to me, to everybody else's channels. The links are down in the description below and to Jez's Twitter as well. Mikez is on the road to 600. You guys can all help with that. So everybody sub over. Neil is very close to 2.6k. So everybody sub over to Neil as well. And to Jez, everyone just give him a follow because he's fucking hilarious. Man's got literally a Madison in a fucking Galata. No, he fucked up again.
I got both of them. Like, Chapman, what do you want, man? Fenerbahce, Galatasaray. I'm getting the Beşiktaş as well. No, the 3 big clubs in Turkey. No, like let them get chased for the big clubs.
We've never heard of before.
Fucking crazy. But yeah, shout out to Jez. Everybody follow him up as well. Mikez, what are you saying, bro? How's your weekend been?
I thought my weekend was gonna go well until I go to the game, we lose 2-1, and then my whole timeline is full of John Duran, which is always funny, isn't it? But like, yeah, not a great start, but yeah, just enjoying the Premier League being back. It's better than international football still. So big up for having me on as always.
Trust. Match day 2, though, like my season starts next week, personally. Mr. Flex, I need this. My hair is a fucking mess. I need to get my braids in. But I'm saving that for the weekend. Neil, what were you saying, my guy? Hope you're good. It's good to have you back, as always.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back. I know I've missed the last couple or so. I've just been busy with stuff. But yeah, man, it's good to be back. Football is actually better than I thought it was going to be. I thought this season was going to be shocking. It's going to be less than shocking now. So yeah, we'll get into some of the specifics in a bit, but yeah, we're back in the Premier League, so anything's a bonus as long as we stay up.
Yeah, God willing, you stay here as well. I can't be having you do the whole yo-yoing thing. It will get very fucking annoying after a while. But it's good to have you back as always. Life is always life. Sometimes you gotta disappear, but it's good to have you back. Last but not least, Jez, what are you saying, my guy? Welcome back to the Shameless panel. I hope everything's good.
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. Like, football advice. Everything the same from last season, going into this season. But also, I had a good weekend, and just happy the Premier League football is back, man.
Yeah, you and me both. Even if we did lose to Manchester City, I'm not like half of this fan base losing their fucking heads about it in the 30th minute. But hey, welcome back to the bridge, guys. Welcome back to the bridge. This one's for Sky Sports. You got one more. Here we go. Armando Broja on a loan with an obligation to buy for £30 million if Ipswich stay up in the Premier League. Amari Hutchinson, this is what we've developed you for. This is what we brought you from Arsenal for. We brought you for this mission. It was all part of the plan. Now, you and Broja combine, work together, keep Ipswich in the Prem. And you know what? You get to keep him. Sky Sports as well. That's another one you can take off that shit graph with all of our academy players in, acting like we have 50, 60 players in our first team squad that are all still going to be here by September. You can get rid of him. You can get rid of Gala Greyhound. Who else? I think Bashir Humphreys is gone as well. 3 off the list. Lukaku, Datro Fofana, all of them, man, they're gone as well. Brilliant. Sensational option for us. As long as Ipswich can stay up. The only real question is if Ipswich don't stay up and he looks like shit, we're not even
Get
getting
rid of them 7, you'll be down to 46 players.
Hey, one or two a day, and we'll get to the amount that we want, or maybe 3.
So what?
Nobody's paying that money, man. So we're not be able to shift on the entire window.
If Ipswich stays up,
Broja.
No, just all your players that you were supposed to shift. It ain't worked.
But which one specifically?
Is Lukaku still there?
Sterling, Lukaku was the obvious one. Come on, bro.
No, Lukaku's still in progress. We got Osimhen potentially.
In progress? No, you've been banging about.
It's in progress. It's just been at 70% loading. It's been at like 70% loading for like the last month or two. That's what the problem is.
If your PC does that, you reset it.
Yeah,
but we don't want to reset negotiations.
70% for ages and pending. You reset that thing and you try again, and it's obviously not happening, bro. You can hold on to hope, but I'm here to kill the hope because let's be honest, Lukaku's staying.
But what makes you think that?
He ain't gone yet.
Yeah, so because he hasn't gone yet, that means he's not leaving in general.
Should have gone.
It's taken this long. It's taken this.
Should have gone last year. I agree. Should have gone to fucking Saudi, but then he wanted to do the whole, no, I'm loyal to Inter, and then, no, I'm not loyal to Inter. I'm loyal to Roma now. Now I'm not loyal. Now I'm loyal to Conte and Napoli, because Conte's over there.
He's a slug.
And now we're trying to get Osimhen over the line. All it is just a long-ass negotiation that feels like the Caicedo saga as well. But how did the Caicedo saga end? We got our man. Regardless of the patience, we got our man. That's why I'm not really, like, panicking about this whole situation. The only person who stands to lose anything at the end of it is probably Lukaku. Because if you don't get a move, you're rotting on the bench. Charge it to the game, innit? Oh, shit! Let's go! Cole Palmer season again, although I'm not even that surprised. Who else is winning it? No one was going near that shit, but you know what? I'm glad Cole Palmer's been acknowledged again.
Saka would be close.
Yeah.
Not from last season, but
really. Because my whole thing with Young Player of the Year has got to be a breakout star. Otherwise,
I said this. Like, I feel like if you won the award already, you shouldn't be in contention for it anymore.
Who's the young player, not breakout star of the year? It's young player of the year.
No, see, I'd like to agree with that, but they've gone against it before. 14-15. Eden Hazard won Player of the Year, but didn't win Young Player of the Year, and they gave it to Kane. Why? Breakout star. So I'm just thinking same energy.
I would hold the same energy there then.
No, I hear that. At least you're consistent, but like they haven't been consistent, so now they got to stand by the consistency. Cole Palmer has been the breakout star of last season by an absolute mile. So it's got to be him. Who else realistically could be looking at that award?
I don't know. I was watching the championship.
Fair point. I forgot you were relegated last season. It should have been Palmer.
I'll be honest. I even forgot who the list was. Because I'll be honest. I don't care for any award, individual awards if my players are not involved in that. So I don't even know who the list was originally.
Yeah. I don't even know who else would be voted for.
It was Garnacho, fucking hell, Kobe Mino, Elise, Palmer, Pedro, and Saka. Yeah, Palmer was going to walk away with that anyway.
That's Palmer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they didn't even put Haaland or anyone else in. I don't even know if Foden would even be a choice. Who's the player of the year?
Haaland has to be there.
Yeah,
so player of the year, it's Haaland, De Bruyne, Stones. Wait, Stones is in there? No, that was last year.
Players.
Yeah, I was about to say, but Stones?
Foden, Haaland, Odegaard, Palmer's in there again. Things lagging like a motherfucker, so I ain't gonna find out. Great. The PFA fucking website don't even work. Oh, here we go. So Palmer, Odegaard, Haaland, Foden, Rodri, and Watkins. Probably Foden wins that one.
I think it's between Foden and Rodri. I can't lie. I think they're gonna push either one of the two.
They'll end up being a City player just because City won the league. And I understand that in general. Bar Odegaard, no one should be near that award. And even Odegaard was only good second half of the season.
So was Saka as well. Like even when he's been nominated for stuff, the second half of last season, that's when he came in. When the first half of last season for Arsenal, a lot of players weren't turning up. I mean, like people like Martinelli didn't turn up at all, but they're big players. Like Odegaard and Saka turned up in the second half, and they still lost the league. So
What was it? Martinelli's the one that I've got on Fraud Watch this season.
Oh,
watch it closely.
I've been done with the Fraud Watch, man. I call him Dark Nelly. Like, that guy is done for me. Like, just runs around, know what I'm saying? Like, just runs around, huff and puff.
I don't even blame you. It's just I don't want to get called an agenda merchant that early, so I want to let him dig his grave a bit. He's had one bad game. Keep it up.
Yeah, I heard it.
What else is there? Not considering a move for Joe Gomez. That's from Ben Jacobs, but I never thought we were in for him anyway. Like, why? Another centre back and another one that doesn't necessarily move the needle like that. I'm good. If it ain't Christensen or someone world class, get in the bin. Osimhen been a target all summer. Chelsea won't sign him on a permanent deal. Yep, both will be obligations to buy. That's the way I think it's going to be. Both are going to go on loan. Both will be obligations to buy. We move. And past that, we lost 2-0 to Manchester City. A game that I'm not even that annoyed about. I think we could have been a bit better defensively, a little bit better in the final third. But for the most part, I think we had a good performance. It was just rustiness that kind of cost us and a little bit more experience on the City side as well. Yeah. They were more ruthless in the final third. They were more ruthless with their chances. That's the difference. But I still don't understand why half of our fans are moaning and groaning after 30 minutes. But here we are. I've been beefing with my fans for Chelsea fans for the last 2 days about this game. I don't understand it. Match day one, not even just match day one. Match day one against the Four Peters. We're playing the Four Peters, the Prem champions, and man are acting like we should have been cooking them from the start. Like, what? I'm lost.
Is it true the match-going fans were onto the manager already? Like, you was there. What was it like?
Yeah, like there was periods where we were trying to build up play from the back, and like we were slow, lethargic. Yeah, Neil's got heavy PTSD from this already.
It's me going, I know who those fans are, and they're all 45 plus.
Yes. Yes, they are.
All of them.
And they're the same fans that preach about, the bridge used to be so better back in the 80s and 90s when we were relegated and struggling to stay in Division 2. And now they're trying to get annoyed on match day one when the younger fans are the ones showing more patience.
I don't want to win games. I want to see passion.
Yeah, who fit forward? Georgie, you called that from day one. Who fit forward?
Put it into the mixer.
And it's happened again.
Get it forward. Look, George is in the chat. George, look at George in the chat. Get it forward, brigade. They're all there. I thought the forward. Like, that's what it is. And they don't want to see you play good football. They just want to see you go, where's Drogba? Can the goalkeeper pass to him immediately? And can he put it in the back of the net? Forget the rest of this midfield nonsense, whatever you need to play. Move it up forward, get it on his head, and get it in the back of the net. That's proper Chelsea. Because he had the same thing at Leicester.
Your fans are too hard to please in real life, man. Like, they get onto anyone, man. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Unless they're Gallagher, you're getting criticised, man. Unless you run around like a dog, bro.
That's the only football they know. And this is the thing, like, Chelsea fans in general aren't really accustomed to possession-based football. And I could understand that. But us kicking off this early, match day one is fucking insane to me. Like, I know there's been questions about Chelsea fans having patience and everything. I didn't clock it was that bad. I didn't deep it was this bad. But even then, it feels more hypocritical because the match-going fans didn't turn on Poch until March. Not until March. Like, the first few games of the season, let's not pretend we were playing good football. We had one draw against Liverpool. Then with that Forest home game, we played 2 forwards at home against a deep block. It was some of the most sinful football I have ever seen in my fucking life. And everyone just sat there and took it. This one day and they're pissed off. Well, because, we're getting rid of Gallagher and Chalobah. Man, fuck off. And these now want to waffle about standards. It's a joke.
They're the heart of Chelsea, man. Common products right there. I kind of get it, man. I kind of get it. But
I hate that Trev's even getting thrown in with Gallagher as well, because Trev's actually semi-decent, but fucking hell, he ain't worth this crying and moaning.
Like, it's not like if you're like the way Chelsea are moving right now, you're constantly like moving around. You're actually trying to like help this manager, and you're actually trying to do a process and all that. But your fans are never going to get with the patience. You know, fans are never going to get with that. Give a person a chance to be patient in the first place. Then there's going to be more change if fans get onto them. And then if you change again, depending on the style of play, the fans will get onto them as well. You got to be openly accepted to someone. Like you can't actually get started somewhere. It's been like, what is it, like 3 years of this ownership? You got to get started. You got to get started now, and just
that's why ultimately, like, we have to get top 4 in a trophy this season, and Maresca don't even have to be consistent throughout the season to do that. My whole thing is like, wait till we get to that point, not this early, and we start moaning and crying. Because I'm starting to think like, if this project takes a little bit longer under Maresca than we expect it to be, it's all gonna kick off in the space of a month. And like, it would have made more sense, like, if you had these standards, be consistent about it and have the same thing last season, but they didn't. They just sat on their hands and did nothing, and now they want to act like the club's a mess.
That's why.
But do you think though, if Chelsea would have hired somebody with a bigger name, that this wouldn't have been the reaction? Because I feel like a lot of people might have looked at it and say, Enzo Maresca, coach Leicester, coach Palmer, and is an assistant to Pep. Like, who the fuck is that guy?
Now,
do you think a bigger name would have been different?
I hear all of this. If we didn't already do this before with a championship manager in Deck 4.
Fat Frank.
And this guy didn't even win the championship. He lost the playoff final. At least Maresca won the championship and was top throughout the season.
Legend tax.
No, but even then, like, they'll say legend tax, and then it just exposes the bullshit. If it's a legend, you don't need to have any experience. Just come through, we'll give you a season. Who gives a shit? If it's anybody else, nah, don't want it.
But he gets it. He gets
literally right in front of everyone. You see the hypocrisy. Lampard, yeah, cool. Give him a year. It's okay. Maresca, no. It's sad. We didn't even play that badly. That's the worst part.
That's the funny part about it. Like, I don't think actually, even if you talk about the game just itself, like, could have been the things better done by Chelsea, yeah. But overall, I actually don't think Chelsea played that well, played that bad, considering you play against Man City as well, first day of the season. I don't think it was that bad actually. But I guess another thing with that is as well is like, football fans in general are just very hypocritical. So they will show it and act like they're not hypocritical. So it's kind of like
the championship level manager, Lampard.
once the Champions League, is he even linked to a job?
Who Lampard?
Yeah.
No, he ain't been linked with a job since he left Everton, bruv.
Lord.
He got linked with Burnley and then lost the job to Scott Parker. That says a lot. That says a lot about him.
Fucking hell, man. Bro, please go back into punditry. You're a good pundit. Like, when you were cooking Jermaine Genius after the semi-final, I was like, yeah, we got fucking representation at last. Now we've got no one. We've got fucking Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville waffling about our football club every week. Oh, they're giving everybody big contracts on 7 years for 7 years. We've literally halved our wage structure. What are you talking about? None of them get big money unless we get to the Champions League, or if they play well and get individual bonuses. What are we doing?
But the two things can be right at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. You can give them stupid long contracts, which is right, but they're also on low wages, which is right.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything wrong about the 7 years and everything. Like, that's a fact, but it's not even anything to rip us about. It's more the big money. Where we literally walked away from the Elise deal because we wanted 220k a week as a base wage, and we weren't going to do that. You're going to get your standard 150k minus, and if we get Champions League, you get a bonus like everybody else. Which again, I don't really see too much of a problem with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, whoa! Don't piss me off. What? What's the team? What is the fucking?
Yeah, somebody send it. Somebody got to share it, man.
I didn't see this team.
Oh, they got Ryan in goal, bro. I'm telling you, you guys get
crazy.
That's a lot of Arsenal players for someone who came second, you know.
Nah, bro. Why is Walker there? Alright, man. Walker isn't the team. Is crazy.
Walker.
Walker.
How did just clocked Walker?
One said Walker. You
know. My goodness. Wait, let me get that off as well.
I can send you the photo. I'll send you in the chat if you want it.
That is ridiculous.
That's from the official PFA as well, by the way.
so they just went no wingers.
I know.
Yeah, that's a Damon 4-4 fucking 2, mate. Huh?
4-3-3, mate.
Is it
4-3 the weirdest 4-3-3?
Who's playing left back? Who's playing left back?
Wait, who's playing left? Who's playing the wing though? Is it 4-3-3 though? Like, because we have 2 strikers out there.
What are they doing? Saliba left back.
Hold on.
They've got Watkins on the wing.
Yeah. They're playing with 3 center. They're playing with 3 center.
Rice holding.
This is some fucking Pochettino setup, bruv. What is this?
Oh my god!
I can't believe this.
Walker had a terrible year. Full stop. Like Man City and England all together.
On and off the pitch.
Yeah, that as well.
The off the pitch is bunt, well. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know. I just had it's shameless FC, bro. This is what you're gonna do.
I heard shameless. Nah, what?
I have shameless FC was a team. It's this.
Nah, to be fair though, I'm trying to think though.
Yes,
if you take somebody out to put Palmer in there, who's going out though? Because Watkins had like a fantastic year. Watkins still had a fantastic year.
Real, Watkins. You got one striker in there already.
Take Haaland out. I'd actually take Haaland out for last season. Overall, I thought Watkins was better last season, just in general performance.
But didn't Haaland win the Golden Boot though?
Yeah, then again, if you won the Golden Boot, you can't keep him out. So
I think Palmer's still got more GNA than Watkins.
Oh yeah, Watkins then.
Yeah, I think he has because Palmer had over 40 altogether.
Mannery is saying Odegaard. I could hear that. He only had half a good season.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. The less Arsenal player, the better, man.
There's a lot of Arsenal players for second place, you know. There's like 5.
Oh,
Odegaard or Watkins, one or the other.
I'm just looking at the championship one. We've got 2 players and we won the fucking league.
That's hilarious.
Leeds have got 1, 2, 3.
Man said, don't go anywhere. You can get violated too. Don't go anywhere.
Leeds have got 1, 2, 3, 4 players. We've got
Leeds.
2, and they didn't.
Leeds have got 4.
4. Let me bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up.
Don't tell me Melee is one of them.
To a lot of you, but what the? This probably. I'm probably talking myself here. Melee in goal, get lost.
Wait, Melee was in there.
No way.
Oh my days! Melee was one of the worst last season, bro. The amount of mistakes he made in the championship last season was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
It's all good. Melee, Davis.
Hey, green.
He's fine. Walker Peters.
Somerville.
Yeah, Somerville comes to you, and then Smalling's off strong. Jamie Vardy got 20 goals. Don't get in.
Great.
Get lost.
Oh, we've all got players in there.
Bro, where is
ridiculous?
Bro, where's Fatau? Where's my Ghanaian? Where's
Fatau? Where is Fatau?
Winks isn't in the team.
Oh wow!
Bro,
so this would have been voted by championship players.
Yeah.
And Archie Gray played a lot at right back as well, by the way. Like, he played a lot at right back last season.
He didn't play midfield
last season. Tim Reeves has been completely overlooked from Ipswich. He was Greece from Hull. He's really good.
Yeah, Greece is really good.
Yeah, and he should be in the team. Ampadu was 4 Leeds players. They didn't even come up. Yeah, Ampadu was just all right, man. Like Ampadu came about like the second half of the season. He played well, but first half, no. He's still settling in. I don't know how Melee is the biggest robbery there because he's terrible.
How did Hermansen not win?
No, I have no idea. He's got the most clean sheets. He had the most saves. So that's your 2 defenders, right? That's your 2 characteristics and guess what? As you know, Lewis, he didn't even play in goal. He was playing out up top, playing like a sweeper alongside Vestergaard the entire season.
Well, that might have been it then. Too much passing forward instead of making saves in end-to-end football and all that.
It's not even like Melee was making saves. They're all going under his arm. Like Melee was shit, bro.
Bro, I see literally I was seeing weekly basis like Leeds fans saying, "Yeah, get Millie out of here with the football club." I'm like, this is insane, bro.
They still want him out.
I know. That's the crazy part. They still want out. Hey, maybe they're getting another 2 million out that they see him team of the year. Maybe, bro. I don't know. That's crazy, bro.
Man,
I'm feeling for my Ghanaian boy Fatal. I can't
he got
believe.
robbed.
Yeah, Fatal.
I can't believe.
Fatal wasn't consistent. I can't lie, bro. In assist, he was really good, and he really turned up towards the end of the year. But he was, as you know, he's a raw player. This season,
I
might
know.
be a similar thing, but like consistency wise, Somerville was more consistent. Sarah was more consistent. I think Fatal got what? How many goals? He only got 7 goals and 4 assists, 12, 13 assists or something. So Fatal again, I don't mind that, but Meslier means no sense whatsoever.
No, the Meslier thing is crazy.
Leeds fans will tell you Meslier doesn't deserve to be there. Leeds fans will tell you that. So that's how bad he was. Like, there's not even club bias in there. Like, he was terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, even then, looking at that, how many players of them are in the Premier League now? Ironically, what Davis is, Walker Peters is,
Vestergaard, Gray, Somerville, Smodix, Armstrong.
Yeah, Somerville's gone to you. Smodix has gone to Ipswich. Armstrong's in the Premier
League. Okay.
Sarah's gone to Galatasaray.
I think he went Turkey. Yeah, went Turkey. Yeah,
yeah, Sarah went Turkey. Galatasaray.
Gray's gone to Tottenham. So quite a few of these players have either moved into the Premier League pretty much at this point now, or changed teams to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. I don't know how Walker's frauded
we got 2 players and we won it. Ipswich have got 1 and they came and they were.
How did the young player of the year with the most goal contributions in the Premier League not make team of the season? How?
Don't even know.
Clear Lake, mate. Messing up everything.
Yeah, get Clear Lake out.
Wait, so but for the team of the year, it's the players in the league.
Yeah, I'll take that off. But I just thought it was. Right? I looked now and how Ipswich.
Yeah.
So what for the team? For the team of the year though, for Premier League as well though, like are the players in the league voted who makes it? They said man, fuck Chelsea, man. This is what the players said.
They didn't even bother to try and like make an actual squad. I'm just like, Saliba go out to left back. We'll have 2 strikers up top. No one needs any width. Fuck all that. I'm gonna have Kyle Walker just struggle to track back. I said Kyle Walker over fucking Gusto or fucking Ben White or I don't even know if there's anybody else on top of my head, but not Walker. Like, what the fuck?
He was in a terrible season as a whole, man. It's awful.
See, because I was thinking like when I was thinking about team of the year,
Raya
by the end of it.
Actually, no, Raya, to be fair, had the most clean sheets, so like that's probably
the clean sheet one is for Gazy because I look at Saliba and Gabriel. They were the big reasons for the clean sheet, and also Arteta plays terrorist football. That's another thing as well. So, man, like Raya doesn't convince me as a goalkeeper. I don't care that he won the Golden Cloppers. Like I don't even think he's like. Yeah. I don't think he's even top 3 keepers. I'll take Ricardo over Raya.
Yeah, even this season before, like De Gea won Golden Glove, and he was terrible. It was because Martinez, Varane, and Casemiro were so good for Man United in the season before, like protecting him.
Yeah, that because also first half of the season he weren't great either. So it's the same argument as Odegaard, to be honest.
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy. But thank you guys for bringing that up. Let us know who wins team of not team of the season, player of the season too. I'd assume it'd be Foden, but who knows? We might go back to back. We might, God willing. But yeah, that's all the Chelsea stuff done at the very least. So we'll move to Leicester Spurs. Because I genuinely feel like that game just mirrored Tottenham's entire last season. Brilliant start. Could have been like 3 goals up, if anything. I think Manson had a really good first half. Then just fell off a bit in the second half, and especially after you conceded. Like, I don't get it. It feels like typical Tottenham. As soon as you guys concede an equalizer, heads just drop.
No, I mean, Neil can obviously speak about the game as well. Like, I felt like first half. Some people say it was a great first half, very good first half. I can't lie. I wasn't even impressed from our first half because I felt like we should have applied a bit more pressure. I didn't like Johnson or Son throughout the whole 90 minutes. But outside of that, I felt like we played some decent stuff, but able to get the ball into the net, into the box. Madison had a very good first half. I felt like it's been a long time since I think he had put in a performance like that. Got an assist to Paul as well, which I think was a really good header from a fullback.
That's cross too.
Yeah, the cross was also very good as well. And I think it comes also from just the ability now that we have Solanke in the middle now, so you can actually cross the ball now. But it all went up to tits in the second half. Like we lost total control in the second half. I think from the beginning, even before the goal went in. I think Leicester got more into the game, found more passing connections between the players, how to unlock our defense, and then definitely. And then the goal came. Vardy obviously owns his banter stuff. Fair play to Vardy. Like I personally didn't have a problem with it because the game is the game. I'd rather just you go and get the W instead of going being angry about Vardy with his antics. But it's what it is. And then you could have talked about the game could have gone either way. I think the game could have either way. And partly think if the Bentancur thing didn't happen, maybe Leicester could have gone and gotten the win. Maybe because it stopped the momentum for both teams at the time. I felt like.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, like I don't know. It's like talk because you said it already. Like the issues that this is literally Tottenham from last season, and I said this going into the preseason on Flawless channel actually when we've been talking about Tottenham in my section where I said the preseason big red flags, the fact that we're playing QPR, Hearts, and the K-League All-Star team, and I'm still seeing the same issues from last season. I talked about it. We won these games, but nobody was talking about them. Then when we play Bayern Munich, we getting exposed. Of course, we getting exposed. We getting exposed by the K-League All-Star team. Tell me a K-League All-Star. Tell me a player from the K-League All-Stars.
You said QPR.
They got
Lingard and Hearts. Yeah, this was three. They were the 3 preseason games that we won.
Fucking hell, man. QPR, bro. The worst team in West London.
Yeah. So
they got Lingard.
They're only 3.
What? Wait, Neil, say that again.
That's only like 3 teams in West London.
No, 3 teams is more like they didn't play well or convincing against those 3 teams.
No. As you said, the worst team in West London. I was like, there's only 3 teams.
Oh no, 4. There's 4.
Wait,
Chelsea, Fulham, QPR, Brentford.
Shiver me timbers. It's not hard.
I mean, the last 2 years we've been trying, bro. The last 2 years we've been fighting for our lives to hold on to West London. It's all mad, guys. In the chat, I have seen the Fabrizio tweet. I don't know. It's pointless me bringing it up. Like Gala Greyhounds arrived at Madrid. Like, yeah, great. Don't come back.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah, big up.
On holiday.
Oh, that's crazy. Hey, good place, man. Madrid as well. Some good sunny place out there.
After Benidorm.
Jez,
do you still feel that you go first?
Sorry, Jez, can I ask why does it always happen where Tottenham are on top in games, and you think it's become a habit where, like, and pretty much at the end of the games, the pressure's all on you in the end, and it just turns over to the opposition?
I just think because I think momentum is just a real thing in football, and I feel like when you don't take advantage of that, and then you play, I think it's like a mindset thing with the players. When the players start feeling like they cannot go. I mean, he's showing the button right there. When the mindset is not up there and they don't finish their chances, I feel like it gets to their heads, and then the opposition feels like this is the time to just go and hurt us. And it happened pretty much all of last season. Even the games that we won in the second half of the season, like we scraping through wins. People are happy, but I'll be honest, like I don't get impressed by wins, but playing like dog shit. Like, what is this, Man United? Like, bro, I ain't trying to do a Man United, bro. Like, I'm trying to win, but actually put in good performances as well. That's why I was like, even the Chelsea performance, because like a lot of people in our families were shitting on the Chelsea performance, but I was like, at least Chelsea play actually well there, and you can actually go there and look at it and say you can analyze the performance and say you can go forward. I looked at our game yesterday against Leicester, and I'm like, this is not convincing going into Everton, and Everton are woeful. Like we probably beat them at the Tottenham Stadium, but the question mark is it going to be the same case? Are we going to still be shit at set pieces? Are we going to still be always going to concede a goal. I don't even remember the last time we had a clean sheet. I think we had only had 2 clean sheets over the last season. And
Wow.
I look at our back five, and I'm like, really and truly, there's not many teams I would be swapping our back five with, but yet we concede so many goals. And I feel like, honestly though, like I'm not somebody that is manager out like that. The only manager I was manager out was Conte and Nuno. Nuno was disgraceful, and Conte is Conte. So it's what it's out, because I wasn't even Jose out, because I was like, fuck it, man. Jose is just gonna crush anyway. But I feel like with Andrew's gonna be, because I think he's one of the managers super stubborn, where he's just gonna stay. He's gonna stay with his football. He's gonna believe what he believes, and without even, I don't care if we get transfers. Is this system that he tries to play. Transfers are not going to make a difference, in my opinion. They can make a little bit in quality, and maybe we certain chance that we didn't take with Leicester we will have taken, but Leicester still get the opportunities they get because of how we set up. So I can't lie. I think he's a dead man walking. I looked at our pictures after Everton. We played Newcastle, Arsenal, Brighton, and then Man United.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad when you watch our football though.
Like, it could go either way. That,
but even then, for you, it was more just about killing the game off in the first half.
I heard that, Lewis. But the issue is we have still tendencies in the second half to show up the way we did against Leicester. Like we had games last season where we actually looked very good in the first half and actually taken our chances, but yet still let teams go through and get at one opportunity and the game just switches around. Like, I think, didn't Joseph say like something like 2-0 is like one of the dangerous leads in football or something similar to that. And this is literally Tottenham right there. They could easily go and bottle a 2-0 lead after leading in the first half. And I think that was a statistic as well that we multiple times did it. So honestly, and obviously I need to see how the transfer window goes. I haven't really been stressed about the transfer window personally, even though it could have been better. But I'm just worrying for the manager because there's clear issues in the system, and it doesn't seem like he wants to address them. And you're gonna get exposed, and you know what it is with just derbies in general here in the country. Imagine Arsenal coming to our ground first and the smash us the way they did last season. The fans are not going to be cool with them. Fans can be held. Because obviously I haven't been in the Tottenham ground. I haven't been there, but I know for a fact that there's a lot of Tottenham fans. There's going to be a crazy meltdown if we lose the game in the bad fashion. And I kind of predict that already. Because Andrew's going to play his football against Arsenal, and you saw how that ended up going.
Yeah.
See that I can't. A lot must have changed since the last time I went to Tottenham, because like you guys, I remember when you guys went down to 9 men and you were still sticking with the same style of play. And not only like were they behind it, even after you guys lost 4-1, they were still talking about at least we went down playing the way that we want to play and all of that. What do you think's changed?
I think it's the fact that once you start losing more football games, people just getting pissed. Like, it's all well and good if you go and win, if you play that football and win, but once you start losing, this is when people are getting pissed. And I feel this is what the case is now. And I think a big issue, because people remember the whole Man City Tottenham game. If we would have won the game or even to the game, it probably would have led to Arsenal winning the league. And a lot of our fans hate Ange for the quotes after the game, because he was talking about how he was going after like some people really changed their opinion on him after the quotes. Even though I don't think he said anything wrong, he just was talking about wanting to win the game, which makes sense. He's a manager.
He's the manager, yeah. He can't have the emotional perspective. Sorry,
100%. Because like even during the week, there came a report out saying how during training he was going off on a staff member who was a Tottenham fan, making a joke about how we shouldn't take the game serious to one of the players apparently, and Ange was going off on him. And I don't think there's anything wrong, because you want to keep a professional mindset, and Ange is a manager who has gone, regardless if he hasn't been in the highest level of football, he still won everywhere he went. So he has the mindset of, I want to go and win regardless, even if it would have meant Arsenal win the league, and in the narrative would have been Tottenham would have helped Arsenal to win the league. But that's just his mindset. I don't think anything was wrong. But there's a lot of Tottenham fans that didn't take these messages well from him, and now they have kind of like the perspective of Ange, like, why you didn't have to say it that way. You should have said it in a different way. Maybe don't even answer and shit like that. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It doesn't make.
It's not about what you said. It's about the way you said it. What in the feminine?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a very woman way.
It's crazy, honestly, bro. Like for me, I didn't have a problem with him what it said. So because even right now, I don't have a problem with the manager. Like, do I think it's stupid the way he sets up? Yeah, but if he's willing to see it himself and change things up, that's all cool. But if he's gonna stick with the way he's currently going, I just don't see how he even gonna stay in the job because Brendan Johnson and Son out there on the left wing and the right wing. My goodness gracious.
But then that's also the thing, though, isn't it? Like, he's going to live or die by his philosophy. So at the very least, you got to give him the right tools to succeed. I don't know if you
I heard that, but you got to understand, he requested for Johnson. He requested for
that was him.
Okay. He approves every signing. He said he approves every signing. He says it in interviews. He approves every signing.
That's why it's email.
Yeah, I'm going to wheel that one back.
I tweeted it out as well, like, because somebody was going after Scotland. Somebody was going after our
Werner twice.
He said to Werner, yes. He said to Johnson, yes. He said to Solomon, yes. This is what I'm saying. And I hate the fact because somebody was going after our scouting department earlier today. And I quoted you to the tweet saying, so why are you guys not going after the manager for approving these guys that guys like Johnson was signed? Like, because these are the same guys this is the same scouting department. They identify guys like Van der Ven, Udogie, Vicario, Porro, performance player of the year. Yeah, no surprise. I thought it was either one of them two. I can't lie. But yeah, going back to what I was saying is that it's the same scouting department. So our scouting department is not bad in my opinion. It's just that the manager then ends up picking from each position certain players, and he picks the one player. He picked Johnson, so I can't feel sorry for the manager choosing Johnson as his right winger when Kudus was in the market, and I still don't know how. I follow every single Ghanaian player. I knew Kudus before I even knew Kudus. This is how far I go into the saying, and the fact that we let Kudus go to West Ham when we have an obvious right wing issue for years now is crazy. Big up, Flawless, man. Big up, man.
Big up, bro.
What are you saying, Jess, man?
GGMU,
Coys, man, innit? Yeah, man, you Spurs. Let's go, man.
I need the United chance. I need the United chance, man.
I need the Spurs stuff, man.
United. No, sir.
Hey, mute this man's mic, man. I joined the talking shit, yo. Mute this man's mic, man.
Wait, so you have a problem with accent, and if you say the Coys, there's no issue.
Yeah, 100%. Because mine is genuine love every time, brother.
Yeah, mine's genuine too. Mine's genuine too. And then you said I'm a bad omen. Bro, then you said I'm a bad omen.
Yes, I'll talk to you after. But yeah, big up. Hey, Mike, good to see you, Neil. Bless. Big up to the chat as well, man. Shout out to everyone here, man. Go on, just carry on as you were.
Yeah, man. But it's just. So yeah,
just my opinion on the scouting thing that you're talking about. I get that, like he's saying he's like accepted all of the signings. Are they his number one? Do you know if they're his number one picks or not?
Yeah, some of them are the number one pick. Ironically, Van der Ven and Vicario are the only ones who were his number one picks because the number one for the one for Van der Ven was Tapsoba originally. Then we couldn't go and get him, and then we went for Van der Ven, and we wanted Raya originally first, and then Brentford wanted like 40 million pounds straight up, or 40, I think. They said no. 40. We went with Vicario, 40 and Vicario, and then you saw the deal later in the window. They gave Arsenal on the loan with less money. So I mean, we got a better keeper anyway. I wouldn't swap Vicario for Raya anyway. But outside of that, he improved all the signings. So he improved guys like Werner, guys like Solomon, guys like Johnson. So how can I feel sorry for the manager? I can't feel sorry for the manager.
Can understand. Like, you could at least maybe even put some subliminals in like press conferences, say, yeah, these aren't my players, but I'm trying to work with them.
Like, do you remember when I remember there was an interview when we signed Jet Spence, and Conte literally said in his interview, I did not sign him. That's not my signing. There's a club signing.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is what he said. Yeah, he came straight out saying that. So yeah, he has to live and die with that. We paid 47.5 million for Brendan Johnson, who does not have a first touch as a winger. Does not have a first touch. Like, we signed this Wilson Odobert kid from Burnley. I'm telling you, he's going to start with Johnson. You're not going to see Johnson again anytime soon. Like it's crazy.
I'm glad people are
And
now
I don't-
starting to talk about his price tag. It's been long enough.
I've been talking about this price tag when he was linked with him.
He
Crazy.
was. I could vouch. Jez was talking about it at the
Crazy
time.
about crazy. 47.5. British, great British. The queens and the kings worth of the millions to be talking about for Brendan Johnson. And don't let me start on Hamming Son on the left wing. Don't let me start on that guy on the left wing, bro.
On left wing.
Bro, I said it. No cap. Son is worse than Werner on the left wing. I said it.
Wait, what?
Son is worse than Werner.
Okay,
bro.
Talk to me on this one, because maybe I'm saying
no. I'll be honest.
That takes a lot, bro.
Don't get that mistake. Don't get that mistaken with Don't get that mistaken that I think Son is is a worse footballer than Werner. He's not. But as a left winger, bro cannot play left wing. Yesterday, I think there was a chance that we had where Burkroyd slipped it in for him. All he needed to do is a first touch and then shoot.
The touch is woeful.
Their first touch went out of bounds, I think. Their first touch went for a goal kick. But no Leicester player was there to contest it. And the ball went out and goal kick with the keeper got it. I was ready to just go and I was ready to just put the game up at that point when he did that. I could. The guy, bro. It's crazy. My main
behind that. It was hilarious.
Yo,
my main. No.
Oh, did you?
You know
Were you there, Neil? Before you carry on, did you go to the game? You was there.
Shit.
All right, first.
You saw that live. So you want to start. I'm sorry. Our two wingers don't have a first touch. Like that's what. And you expect two wingers with no first touch, and we expect them to go and provide the width. This was say our best winger at the football club is a 19-year-old from Burnley, and I don't even have a problem that he's the 19-year-old from Burnley. My issue is that he's the only one there in the football club that can actually do the winger role.
He's too young and inexperienced.
Fuck all the too young. Like if you want to pitch, you play, bro. I don't give a fuck. Now I'm saying like I treat you. I heard that, man, but I mean Chelsea, you heard it every week, so I heard it. That's but it's insane, and I made the argument for a long ass time now that Son for me is a striker because his finishing is not gone. I don't think when Son gets the opportunities, he would go and put the chances away. But as a player who playing on the left wing, it hurts my eyes. I'm an appreciator of the sport. I'm a lover of the game. When I see left wing Son, I'll be honest, I want to put the TV off. I'll be real, and I love Son. I defend Son. Son is the reason why I lost my main account on Twitter because the people, his defenders pretty much reported my main account because I said some things about Son. So,
oh shit! Yeah, I could imagine South Korean Twitter just being
bro.
On
they
getting shit from Colombian Twitter because of all of his Diaz slander.
It's like Armenians ride for Mkhitaryan. It's just that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I know
the Yadars when I talk about Gallagher.
The fan base is crazy. Like also we wasn't Japan, we wasn't South Korea, and they love football over there. So Son is a god over there, South Korea. Hey, man like Conor Gallagher, man. That's Simeone's guy right there. But no, I'll be honest. Even
you're the most unintentional, hilarious dad I've ever met.
That's the funny part. I ain't even trying to throw this laugh now. I ain't trying to even be funny.
That's the funniest shit. I know you're being honest.
Well, I'm being serious. Like,
you are annoyingly right a lot of the time, especially when it comes to Spurs. You are annoying.
Yeah, I mean, because I should say it how it is. Like, I'll be honest. I've been throwing a hell of gifts out there. Shout out to Flank Master Flex. His gifts are hilarious on Twitter, and I'll just be out there asking question marks about like when are we gonna start talking about number 7 on the left wing? Bro can't even dribble with the football. I go to FootMap and I see 4 dribbles completed. I was thinking 4 dribbles completed my ass because like my that guy was not completing any dribbles out there. Nah, like this was these football apps are lying to you. they're lying to you, man.
Facts.
No,
So
no,
that
not
is-
even. I wouldn't even say lying. I'm just saying probably more technicalities. Like maybe just like beat a player once and it counts as a dribble or some bullshit.
Well,
The amount of times I see like,
on the
oh,
other-
Gallagher has this many forward passes. Okay, if you've made a pass that does this, I'm not counting it as a fucking forward pass.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you. You ain't progressed
yeah.
shit.
Like,
But that,
obviously,
the stats will say progressive pass. Get in the bin.
yeah, man.
All
Yeah,
the
man,
set pieces and all that crap.
So I mean, Neil was at the game, so he can obviously probably verify what I said about the wingers. They were woeful, generally woeful. To be fair, Solanke's debut, there was opportunities where you should have scored, but also that is actually just refreshing it's actually refreshing. There's actually some sort of presence in the middle. Like Richarlison feels like you play with 10 man. Like Richarlison feels like you play with 10 man, and Son on the left wing it feels like you play with 9 man. And Johnson on the right wing, it feels like you play like 8.
Amen.
So,
And then you bring Werner off the bench.
turning
to
into a
serenade
rap,
then.
these are outsiders as well, you know. And so I'm not gonna let them slide with that. But so Sri Lanka through the middle. I can't lie, man. I actually enjoyed it, and I feel like I could immediately tell what he can actually bring to the team. But it doesn't mean shit if the left winger and the right winger don't want to actually help him. Like, so yeah, man. Like, I mean, Neil was at the game, so he can probably tell from his side of view. Obviously being at the game and talking about it, and obviously talk about it.
Yeah, Neil, what, we haven't got your thoughts on the game either. How are you feeling about it? Because from your perspective, there was a lot of pretty good performances. It's just more in the second half than the first, if anything.
Yeah, so would you be surprised if I said that first half performance was still better than what I've seen in pre-season? We were that bad in pre-season.
Jesus,
we've
really?
heard. We've been. I
heard you were bad,
very,
but I mean,
we were awful in pre-season. Like it was. I've never been so deflated going into a season, and that's including the season we won the league, but we lost Ranieri, we lost Cambiasso, etc. That was actually an improvement from what we saw in pre-season. The team just did, but do you know what? The first bit again, we had 10 minutes of just hanging on for dear life, and Diddy saving balls off the line. We did rely on kind of Solanke missing opportunities. It could have been, as Jez was saying, we could have been 3-0 down at halftime. It was Maddison was just. I don't know what you can blame about. Maddison was actually running the show. He was picking up the ball, let me play whoever I want in. If I'm going to go up over there, I'm going to play a position. I thought he was doing really, really well. He was getting a mixture of boos and applause from the ground. From mostly boos from like the ultras, but the kind of the hardcore lot. We looked nervous, timid. It looked like the guy next to the guy that I went with. He said we look like the year 7s are playing the year 11s, and that's what it felt like for the first 45 minutes, where it was a height difference. We were all over the place, and we just didn't believe at all that we were going to get anything out of the game. We got in, and the best thing was that sitting through that, it was one of the longest 45 minutes I've sat through. Because we didn't create anything. Buonanotte, that number 10, was probably the only highlight, really. James Justin was decent. Christensen went into the game a bit better. And the second half, we finally found something, and it just clicked into gear. The crowd, we mentioned before, Lewis, before Flawless joined, we talked about the passion merchants. They're just like, give me the ball, give me the passion. They all turned up. They all turned up when we scored, and then they all just went, that's what we want to see. And I can't lie.
It's still 1-0. Because that's the same thing with us. We were quiet as a mouse until Neto came on. Suddenly everyone's got noise. Then second goal, that was the only difference. But yeah.
Yeah. So but again, so we just stepped up, but we just found a gear and we clicked. And again, it did coincide with Tottenham bottling it. But we just didn't turn up, and then when we did, physicality was there. There was so many positives that we were seeing, and I was like, this is what I want to see. We've had to reset the reset. We've had to rebuild the rebuild, because obviously the rebuild was supposed to be with Enzo. That's fallen down. Tried to bring some players in. It's not quite worked. We've just spent 25 million Oliver Skip, which makes me want to kill myself, because that was a crazy one. We'll get into that point potentially in a bit, but we're starting to play some good football, and we haven't got quality in the squad. We've got some individual brilliance, but we haven't really got quality that's going to win us games. And if you don't have quality, you've just got to go, fuck it. I've got players that care. And I think that's all that I care about. Again, Mike, you've been in the same example, mate. You know what it's like. Where it's just, sometimes you're not going to beat a team. And that's okay as long as they just give it a go. And they actually look like they give a shit. And it was when people were flying to tackles and crunching tackles. And that, ironically, got bigger applause than some of the Enzo ball that we used to play where we scored 2 or 3 or 4 goals. Just because people appreciate that. From our perspective, do you know what? I can see what we're trying to do. I can see where we're trying to go. Steve Cooper isn't that guy. But if he's that guy to keep us up, that's all we need him to. Because, listen, we're in a bit of a rough spot with transfers, with obviously losing kids to Hall, losing our whole management staff, including backroom staff. And
I do still feel so terrible about that.
It's all good. Right. It's not your fault, but it's that's how it felt this season, going from Enzo Maresca to Steve Cooper. And that the levels in their managements that's it.
Hey, Ram, realest shit you've ever. Hey, Ram, the realest thing you've ever said, man. That is one message the entire chat can get behind. That is one thing we universally agree on right here, right now, on Carefree Lewis G.
I just saw that, man.
There's nobody you say it is, for real, man. We all like, yes, facts. Sorry, as you were, Neil. My bad.
It's all good.
Somerville's also won Championship Player of the Year.
Come on. That's the win. That's the win from this week. Let's go.
West Ham taking lead.
3 points. 3 points.
If you want the link, let me know. But yeah, Somerville's won Player of the Year. Don't know how you feel about that because I didn't watch Championship, but
I don't know. I'm just biased towards my team.
Sounds like you ain't even that mad about it. All right, cool.
We won the league. Somerville didn't. They didn't come up. Can't be that good anyway. But yeah. Apart from that, again, we found a level that we're like, do you know what? We're going to play that physical football. And at the end of the day, we are playing decent football. So we're playing. Vardy's opportunity, we probably could have snuck it, but in the game, we probably should have got a draw. Was probably a fair result, to be honest, out of both teams. They should have put 3 away. Solanke, if he starts playing with his team, will score goals. You can see that. Son, I didn't think was too bad in the game, but he wasn't at top level. I don't think he's as bad as Jez was making out, partly because I think James Justin played him really, really well. And James Justin's quite a good defender. Christensen was really good. Yannick Vestergaard he's been reborn in the last couple of years. I think I was on flawless sleep and I was like, I hate the dude. Absolutely hate the dude. But the problem was it was the manager that was telling him to do Rodgers that was telling him to do stupid things. Now a manager that actually plays to his strengths and he's looking fantastic. And again, he's in the championship team of the season. And the turnaround from him has been unbelievable. So yeah, look, we're getting into a good space. We are. The only downside of that is that Manson's not getting the best out of his football because he's better playing with his feet than he is with shot stopping. But as you see, he's still a decent shot stopper. The dude's going for, if we are going to sell him on, probably 60 mil plus. I think he's a phenomenal keeper. Fatau didn't really hit the levels, but again, he's only 20. Bonanotte looked fantastic throughout the game. A couple of other things I want to mention. Madison came around and clapped the fans afterwards, which was really nice. Second of all, Tottenham tried to sing Stamford Bridge is falling down, and we chanted at them, did you cry at Stamford Bridge in 2016, which is one of my favourite moments in the whole game.
Leicester, man.
Yeah, it was great fun.
The only reason why I don't have an issue with Leicester is because I actually live in Leicester as well. So
is it? You told me this now, bruv.
I only. It just never came up. That's why I never said I live in Leicester. That's why I say that's the only reason why I never said it. But I actually do.
I was going to say something about Tottenham fans chanting about us unwarranted, but then I realized it'd be the most hypocritical statement I've ever made. So it's all right.
No, definitely. I definitely want to come to Leicester again, though. So yeah, man, I need some tickets.
Chelsea away, Leicester away. We'll bring you over, man.
It's who you know for that one. But yeah, Spurs quite quiet. I think if you noticed that on watching the game, the Spurs fans, I barely heard them. We actually chanted that we forgot that you were here a couple of times, which was quite fun.
They're one-shot wonders.
That's funny. You were really chanted. We forgot you were here. That's good.
Twice. We chanted. We were all sorts. We had.
It's mad when the home fans are chanting it to the away ones.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're one-shot wonders, though. They're one-shot wonders.
Shit. I mean, shit. The only if I was there,
they're usually good when they come to Chelsea.
They're terrible when it comes to us.
I think it's occasion kind of thing, isn't it? Like, I'll be honest.
Say as well, your away end doesn't help. Your away end don't help.
Yeah, but we have a lot of good away fans coming to us, and Tottenham one of them.
London Derby. I'm surprised they're quiet at your place.
They try and fight us outside of the ground, outside the train station. But when you actually get in the ground, it's all about the football. They're quiet. Yeah. They're quiet. I remember like 4 people trying offering some of us out for a fight last time. It was West Ham Tottenham. It was hilarious. It was just some fat kid nearly falling over. I was just like, bro, you're not gonna do shit.
No, that's like, bro. The game experience is not for me, bro. Because I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm just trying to have some fun, go there and watch football. And so I don't know. I generally, because I don't really care too much about because I'm not somebody that goes to games. So yeah, I'm just a fan on the internet. That's what they call me. So I'm just a fan.
Hear that? Shout out to Pacharo quickly saying Bournemouth owns WWE games. Should have been Chelsea. Do you mean the owners? The owners of Bournemouth own WWE games. Because if that's the case, like again, that becomes just an ownership question, and I'm still not in a bad position with the ownership yet. It depends on this season. Like I said, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide this year. So we will see. Big up to Awash saying Foden after his Euros display. No, but Euros don't really come into effect with that.
He had a great Prem season as well
for England.
Yeah, I understand why he won Player of the Year. I understand why he's in Team of the Year. My bigger thing is how is Palmer out of it? That makes fuck all sense to me. Big up again saying how can we talk about if we would take Tony? I feel like if we wanted Tony, we would have already tried to go for him. There's some reasoning as to why we haven't even bothered. Now it looks like he might be going to Al Ittihad. Maybe that was part of the reason. Maybe also the injury to Igor Tudor, who's meant to be his replacement, also played a part. But clearly the interest ain't been there. It's been centered on Osimhen the whole time. I also says as a Chelsea fan, we're blessed to have Lewis. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Although half of the Chelsea fans wouldn't agree with that at all. So I'm glad I got you on my side.
Half the Chelsea fan base think that Conor Gallagher's ready for Chelsea and is going to take you to the top. So that tells you all you need to know, fam. Some people's opinions are not very accurate.
1-0 down, bro. And these men are chanting for a player who never won a game against City with us. Never won a game.
Hard and full.
If we sell, if we sell and we riot, yo, what happened to the? That's what I know. I gotta keep asking, but what happened to the banner? That's what I want to know.
They didn't predict
you takes the banner. Yeah, you takes the banner.
It's a waste of fans' money.
It's called Twitter. It almost as if you go to the ground and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No. This was all in the ground. This was all in the ground.
No, as in like people that say, "Oh, we do this, we do that." And it's like,
you don't really gonna do
show me actions, not your words.
Yeah.
Yep. I've had about fucking 5-6 years of fans saying they're going to offer me out on the ground and nothing's happened.
That reminds me of the Tottenham.
Oh yeah, like Sky Sports said, we're losing a world-class talent. Like
that's nasty work. That is nasty.
Guys, you know what? Gary Neville is actually shameless. Gary Neville is shameless. Before the game, he put Tottenham to finish 4th and Dominic Solanke to be the impact signing of the season for us. And actually, impact signing of the season generally. And then after the game, he did that Tottenham in the top 4. He said, "Fuck all that." Shameless, bro. Shameless. Nah, bro. I mean, I don't blame him. Like after that performance, I'm thinking we get mid-table, but yeah, man. Yeah, Sky Sports, you know.
Yeah, I've been trying to send for Sky Sports for the last week. Neville and Gallagher have just been driving me insane. All this shit about our fucking chart of players and all of that, and you're bringing on all these players on big wages. Chelsea's squad isn't young and talented. Huh? What? Our squad isn't young. What?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, talent is all subjective. I still think that's bollocks, but talent is subjective. They're not young. They're on big wages. We've halved our wage structure. Fuck off. Get in the fucking bin. I need one chance to get back on the overlap. I swear I'm cooking all 3 of them, bruv. Taking the piss. Whose game was next? Mike's. We'll touch on your game quickly. West Ham 1, Aston Villa 2. Fucking cinematic ending. I swear on my life. No one could have written that better. Obviously not from a West Ham perspective. John Duran with the late win. I thought you guys grew into the game a little bit more. First 30, 40 or so minutes, you lot were fighting for your lives. You started to level things up a little bit. And God knows. What was your thoughts, bro?
I was excited before the season and stuff. I wasn't too gassed. I wasn't overgassing it like everyone. I predicted us to like finish mid-table and stuff, like 10th, and because everyone was gonna like slowly integrate us to the squad and stuff. And then when I got to the like just going up to the ground, I saw the lineup and I was like, okay, yeah, we're not winning this game. I didn't think we were gonna win the game anyway because Aston Villa are a good team and it was the first game of the season where there's a new style of play and stuff. So I thought maybe a 1-1 draw, and I stuck with that. But when I saw the lineup, I was like, yeah, we're definitely not winning this game. Obviously, I understood why Mikel Antonio played because Fulcrook has barely played any minutes, and he only played 20 minutes of a preseason game, and that was the last preseason game. Mikel Antonio actually played well in that game, so I thought, okay, fair enough. What I didn't get is Thomas Souček got 90 minutes of the preseason game, and he got 90 minutes of this game. And when you watch the game, when we got 3-man midfield, when Thomas Souček is there, it's not a 3-man midfield. It's not a 3-man midfield. It's a 2-man midfield. It's 2.5 at best. 2.5 at best. And when you look at our actual game, we were playing Souček as some second striker. They're all passing it short, and all of a sudden, whoop, you see Souček there. Let's just use him as some B-Tech Andy Carroll. Like, it was like, oh shit, we've got some 6'4" lamppost. We put him on Paul Torres. Yep, we'll see if he can win a header. Oh no, it's gone out of play again. Oh shit, maybe next time. It's like they don't learn from the past 2 years. It's like they don't learn. Do you know what Thomas Souček said in the summer? I'm underappreciated on the ball. Underappreciated.
Is that what he said?
Should I slander you more then? Maybe I don't appreciate how much I actually slander you. Maybe I should slander you more. Because I don't even like saying the guy's name anymore.
Sorry to cut you off, Mike. Thomas Souček said, I'm underappreciated on the ball. Is that what he
said? Yeah, he said, I've got the quote here. Sometimes people don't see or appreciate the work I do on the ball. On the ball. On the ball. Like, we're watching the same thing, right? Like, bro.
No, that is wild, yo, from Tom.
You see, I didn't go through that whole Moyes season or the past couple of years to have a whole new manager, a whole new structure, whole new transfers, whole new style of play, just to see that beanpole start again. I don't want to see that guy start again for my club. I haven't for the past 3 years. And as for his mate Vladimir Sufel, you're meant to be this guy as well. He was moaning about how much he was getting paid. You want to be paid more. You want to be paid more money, and you're linking it to your agent every time. You want to be paid more money. Pass to someone that has got the same color shirt as you, please. And then we can talk about if you want more money on that. Oh my God. Like, legit, these Czech boys need to leave. These Czech boys need to leave. And do you know what it is? Yeah, everyone talks about the passion merchant fans. Yeah, do you know what? In real life, I think our match-going fans are 10 times better than the Twitter lot. Because the Twitter lot are like, I've seen the Defense League this time is, look what he's done for the club. And look at all the important goals he scored. And they all pass pictures of him. And some of these goals are from like 2-3 years ago. And some of them are from 4 years ago. So it's been a while. It's been a while since you've actually contributed on a consistent basis. And do you know what, when you watch it, yeah, you got Rodriguez there, you got Paquetá, and then you just got some guy who's just not meant to be there, bro. We're meant to be building up within a 3-man midfield, but one guy's just wandering off next to Antonio, some second striker. Bro, you're not a footballer at this point. Like, you're not a footballer. Every time the ball is going to your feet, the ball is off the pitch. Please, go and watch back the highlights. And like, probably won't even show the highlights. The full game, rewind it before the first goal. Look who loses the ball for it to go to a corner. And it bounces off his ankle and his shin, and it goes out for a corner. As for the corner boundary, yeah. In the 3rd minute, he starts off how he means to go. Starts off every season how he means to go, miscontrolling the ball all the time. And as for I love Antonio for what he's done for the club, yeah. But what are you doing, marking Amadou Onana? I'm letting him go through to score a goal in the 3rd minute. People are blaming Kilman The whole point of that corner setup is there's half man markers, half zonal markers. The man marker is not meant for the player to go to the zonal marker in the first place. You're not meant to go past you. Why isn't Souček on him, who's the same height as Ananda? Why is Antonio there? You're like 5'11", he's 6'5". It doesn't make any sense. And I like Antonio. But you shouldn't be, after that performance, you're an impact sub. You're an impact sub. You're 33 now. You've done a lot for the club. We've got a new striker here. You come off of the bench. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like, these players that were played in this old regime shouldn't still be playing now. Like, these were players that let us, not Antonio necessarily, but Souček and Soufal let us down last season. And yeah, it was half because of the system, but they were meant to be the system when it was good. So when it goes bad, don't just make excuses for them. Like, I cannot stand them anymore. Like, I want to give patience to this manager, and I will. But you know, when you're going after Carlos Soler as another number 8 option, it means surely you think Souček isn't part of your plans anymore. If I'm still seeing 3 to 4 weeks time, we're not scoring outfield goals, like goals from outfield, and like Thomas Souček is still starting, and we've got Wan-Bissaka there while Soufal is still starting, then please
still start though with all those new additions.
If I don't, at this point, I don't know, because I've got
Alvarez as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've got PTSD from the old manager that would just be stubborn with his lineup, so I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. I've not been used to a new manager in years, so I don't know what's going to happen. If I still see the Souček start at Crystal Palace, that tells me all I need to know. Ward-Prowse is there.
Part of me thinks it would be very surprising for that to happen, because even then, if you'll have Alvarez in the team, you'll have Somerville, probably maybe Füllkrug as well coming into the squad as well.
Yeah,
potentially you could be looking at a different West Ham in a few weeks. I think right now it just felt like it was a sick joke watching that.
Oh, it's not like people. I know I get it's the first game, yeah, and it's the first game away from David Moyes. I'm more than happy with that. But come on, there wasn't exactly much positive from that. I didn't see anything until the 86th minute. I didn't see us test the goalkeeper. I saw good passes from the players I expect to be playing well. The Emersons, the Paquetás, the Kuduses. Other than that, I didn't see much. And like, we didn't pass to the right hand side half the time because Vladimir Soufal can't pass the ball. So Bowen's not going to get it. So Bowen's not going to get the ball because he's playing with just someone that can't pass the ball. It's just as simple as that. Can't pass the ball forward. Can't pass the ball sideways. Why are you still at this club? Why are you still here? Like, I'm begging, please, just leave. I have no idea. But he's clearly not happy with it. He wants to get paid more money. Thank God he's got 1 year left.
Spanish Poch, you know how disrespectful that is?
Bro, if he becomes anything like the Spanish Poch, then we're fucked.
We're actually disrespectful.
But
that's crazy, bro.
Like, even with the Duran thing, like I said on my preview, like I think everyone in my channel, West Ham fans, were saying as well, it's bound to happen that Duran was going to score. It was so bound to happen. Yeah. Like, it was like as soon as he came on, I was like, okay, we all know what's going to happen. And you know, the problem is as well, like, this manager didn't help himself. I get it that the international players are coming back and they haven't had many minutes, but you took off Paquetá to put Ward-Prowse on. So we had a midfield of Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse, and Souček at the end when we were chasing a goal to get an equaliser. Not a winner, an equaliser. And you saw, and everyone saw the game. Everyone that watched the game saw what happened at the end. Who missed 2 sitters? Number 28, Thomas Souček. He missed twice. You had 2 attempts, and you missed twice. You're right there. The goal is there.
So real. I didn't see that because I went out to get the braids sorted after. Man missed 2 chances at the end.
He missed 2, back to back. And do you know what? Like, credit to Max Kilman. He was one of the few positives on the day. He played really well. Mavropanos played well up until the end, where he just decided to run off and let Duran be free with Max Kilman, and Duran luckily hit side netting in that chance. But Todibo needs to come in. Wan-Bissaka needs to come in. Like, if you want to actually integrate these new players, play them, please. I'm not trying to see the whole crop here.
It's an open net. It's that fucking bad.
Yeah. Crazy. Like, he missed twice. There was a man on the line, and then he, for some reason, wanted to scissor kick it, and it went in the air. Like, you're like 2 yards off. You're 2 yards off. Like, yeah, we're missing players, yes. And yes, we should be patient. But, come on, you got to show me a reason. Like, change it next week and show me that.
Yeah, you always need reason to believe.
Yeah, show me you got a bit more discipline as well. Like, just take these players off that didn't perform well. Get the new signings in. We signed Todibo, we signed Wan-Bissaka. They need to come in. I get why they didn't play, because Wan-Bissaka had 1 training session. Todibo.
Nah, you're kidding me, bruv.
It's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
Huh? From there?
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's the one he put. I watched the highlights. Yeah, he put it over the bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but he scores goals. But he scores goals.
To be fair, that's a good clearance.
No, but he's on the ball stuff. Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know what? That's him on the ball. So maybe I don't appreciate that. Should I appreciate that chance? Do I need to appreciate you more for that?
That's actual footage of me playing FIFA.
Honestly, like I can't put up with him any longer.
2 seasons ago.
I can't put up with him any longer, man. I can't. I need to see. We don't win at Palace often, so we better turn up. We better put out a statement because we've got Man City after that. And if you lose 3 in a row, it's always going to become harder for you. And after the international break, you got Fulham away, which we lost 5-0 to last season. So please.
Oh, we play you soon after that, no?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think late September we got it at your ground though. So let me not even talk.
Yeah. Like, listen, like, I need to see better. I need to see the football be much better. I need to see the new players come in. Then I can trust you to slowly integrate them forward. Other than that, I didn't really see many positives from the game. Mohamed Kudus was still good and he was playing for me out of position, but on the left he was still great. But it's just the fact that we're only allowing him to go direct if you're playing him on the left, and if you play him in the middle on the right, you show a whole new dynamic. But he's got to find a way to include Paquetá, Kudus, and Bowen in the same team because those are the 3 players that we need to build the team around anyway. And yes, there's players that need to come back, and then we've had a great transfer window. Like we signed five players in 2 weeks, and I'm happy with the director of football and stuff as well. Got great structure. But his manager
sounds like you guys are pretty good in the long term. Well, in terms of the season, it's just been a bad game, if anything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like the reason why I'm so angry is because I've seen this player play for my club for the past 3 years.
Oh, just before you go, Neil, I know you got a bounce, so big up, bro. It's been good having you on. Everyone sub over to Beyond the 90 LCFC.
Neil,
road to 26K.
See you next time we do it, yeah?
Big up, brother. Good to have you on, bro.
Big up, bro.
Sorry, Mikes.
But yeah, like, obviously I should be like, again, I should be like calm, I should be positive. But the only reason why I'm angry is because I keep seeing these same players play for my club. And I'm like, I don't want to see you ever again. Like, just leave. You've done a great job,
bro. That entire season where I had to have Havertz as a number 9, brother, just maybe negative as fuck, and then Mount on top of it, bro. Dumb and dumber.
Yeah. Listen, you're gonna see the biggest party ever if them 2 leave. If number 28 Souček leaves and Soufal leave,
bro, look what we've survived, bro.
Party, bro. Oh my days, yeah, that the Bermuda Triangle.
We went to the Etihad with that as our front 3.
What manager was that?
Potter. That was Potter.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that is horrific, yo. That is a
Bermuda Triangle, bro. The ball disappears as soon as it enters that trio, bro.
That is oh my lord.
But yeah, man, like just in general, like that's my main takeaway from it. If there's positives there, but you got to like, not just talk the talk, walk the walk. I need to see it. I'm not expecting everything. I'm one of the people that was like, we're not going to get Europe this season. We're going to get probably 10th. It's going to take time to integrate the players, but we will, at the back end of the season, you'll see the positives, and then we'll take it into next season and we'll really go for it. But you need to show me that you actually got the intention of staying here for the long term, because if you keep setting the team out like that and using Souček as some second striker alongside our remaining striker, you ain't lasting 4 games. If I see that up until the next international break and that's the first game coming back, I'm out. I don't want to see. I've had enough of Souček already. If you keep playing him, and he keeps being a detriment towards the team, I don't need to put up with you for any longer. I've seen this. I've seen this before. But give me the chance to give you a chance, please.
Big next game ahead. Then I hear it. To the chat again. I want to apologize one more time. I should have given you guys a warning about that picture, but yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Do you want to see a scarier picture? Do you want to see a scarier picture?
Yeah, go for it.
Remember the lineup that we played against Chelsea. Just check the ends. I'll send it. Look at that lineup and tell me that's not scarier than that Bermuda Triangle right there.
Oh, you're trying to one up the Bermuda Triangle, all right?
Yeah, that midfield on that day is worse than the Bermuda Triangle.
Doherty, Højbjerg, and oh, fucking hell! Bro.
Yeah,
that right there is nightmares. That right there. The Mount Gallagher Mount Havertz Mount
That's
Gallagher
horrific.
midfield. That's beater.
That's worse, you know.
is horrific.
Wait, is
Look
that
at
so?
Savić.
Doherty's the one in the midfield.
No, right
No,
wing back.
Doherty's wingback. Was playing wingback.
Oh, it's just Højbjerg and Winks.
Yeah, Højbjerg and Winks midfield.
Oh yeah, that's
And Tanganga wingback.
That's terrible. You know.
fucking hell, bruv. Tanganga wingback.
Tanganga wingback, bro.
That brother can't bomb forward and back for 90 minutes. That's crazy, bro.
Like,
Look at the centre backs as well.
Look at it, bro. Look at that. Davis was playing centre back that game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you,
I'd say you've been in the trenches, but I mean, still trying to get out of it. But, bruv. Big up Jay saying, I feel Mount will celebrate against us if he scores. Number one, very big if with Mason Mount's record, especially in big games. Number two, let him. Like with Havertz, same energy. I hope he celebrates. This is for everyone who's been crying and moaning about him being proper fucking Chelsea and why do we get rid of him and all of that. I hope he celebrates. I genuinely hope he celebrates. With Havertz, like, his celebration didn't annoy me. I instantly got a screenshot and I went on Twitter. It's like, yeah, all you lot who are defending him and still cry about him, there you go. That's how much he cares about your club. Same energy. So I hope he celebrates.
Ornstein just tweeted that Joaquin Anderson's going from Palace to Fulham.
Oh, Fulham going?
Yeah. Fulham's re-signing him because they had him on loan a few years ago.
Best Scandinavian centre back ever in the Premier League. Him.
Joachim Anderson back
I can't
to
think of anyone else.
That's crazy.
I only just noticed who that was aimed towards.
Hey, longevity.
Hey, they better hold on to Mark Gay for the
because I think Palace they're looking at
we're not getting our 20%.
The LaCroix
guy. Oh, yeah, I think they're gonna keep Gay. I forgot about because they're looking for LaCroix from Wolfsburg.
Yeah, they want a big fee for him because we gotta take our slice.
Well, that gives us a slight advantage for this weekend. Then Henderson won't be playing against us, but I don't think that really says much if certain people are playing still. So I guess that's time.
That's huge. What pisses me off about the West Ham game is more because like I saw Kudus play and I see Kudus do Kudus things, but you can tell like that left wing position was left wing was just so unnatural for Kudus because somebody he's trying to look for the goal and he just couldn't do it because he's right wasn't going to work.
That's the thing as well. Like all of us appreciate him no matter what. Like he's pretty much like the West Ham matchgoer's favorite player at this point, apart from Bowen, and because like the biggest shares would be from Bowen, Kudus, or Paquetá, pretty much, apart from the existing players that played here for a long time. And like Kudus is bad. That's like a bad Kudus game, and he was still sick, but it was unnatural to him. That's how good he is. That's why I need to see him in the middle or on the right, and Paquetá deeper, and Bowen like on the right, and then Kudus in the middle. I'd say you got to go for the full throttle because otherwise you're not going to get the best out of your biggest talents.
No, that's right.
And like for as long as we don't sign Carlos Soler to play alongside Alvarez, play Paquetá there, play Kudus in front, play Bowen on the right, people will be like, well, that's unbalanced. Well, Paquetá played there in Brazil and Lyon as well. So
playing from a deeper role. No, I get that.
Yeah. So like I think that's how you get it back. And then we can play Somerville off the left. Somebody can cut in.
Yes.
Like that's who we've needed this whole time. We didn't sign him for no reason. That's what is going to determine this manager's fate almost. And like, I don't know, I'm saying that after one game, but like from what I've seen, that's nothing's going to change from what I saw from Sunday. If you keep playing that, playing that team, like the Ward-Prowse is there, and you play Souček. Ward-Prowse, like he's not the best footballer, but Ward-Prowse is basic. He does the basics.
You can at least have him on the ball. Like Souček is like generally, it's like Souček is like. It's like literally McTominay, like literally second striker. Pray that you just put a ball into the mixer and hope he gets on it.
Yeah, it's like a drug addict McTominay. He's a McTominay if he looked like a drug addict. That's pretty much it.
Drug addict McTominay.
Souček.
Fair enough.
That's crazy.
Man said McTominay lights. You know how bad that is.
Yeah, honestly.
Because McTominay done light is no good. So yeah, McTominay light is crazy.
What you mean?
Shut up, Jez. Shut up. Yeah, I ain't gonna hear you. I say shut up, man. This guy.
Recommendation from Fergie and that.
I want GGMU. I want what's best for United. This fucking.
I want the best for United as well. Like, I hope he leaves, man. Come on, bro.
He ain't going anywhere. Fulham got Sunderberg.
Yeah,
you guys could have a weird alliance and just be massively unbearable if you just united for United and Spurs. Literally.
Yeah. But Flores think I'm a bad omen. I don't know why.
Honestly, it's probably because you're Tottenham.
That can't be it because I see Germany win a World Cup.
It's nothing to do with Tottenham. It's Jez. You know what I'm saying? It's him as an individual. It ain't nothing to do with Tottenham.
What's wrong about me? What about me as an individual, though? Hey, no, get that fraud out of my face. Get that fraud out of my face, man.
Again, to chat, I'm sorry. I should have warned you. My bad.
Man. Get that fraud out of my face too, man. I apologize, chat, man. But not like, Frost, why am I as the person? But what's me wrong with the person? I can move things right. That's the ironic part.
Wait, say that again. You lagged out at the start.
Nah, I was saying that he's saying that I'm the bad omen, and it's just me as a person. Why? Support United would be a bad thing, but what do I do as a person?
You ain't got nothing for the show. Your football things are phenomenal. I just when you start talking about United, talking about McTominay, yeah, man, Fergie.
I'm still waiting for the Monday United link, bro. I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna DM you, bro.
Flawless. Just on United, like we've spoken about the Fulham game in depth anyway. Like 1-0 win. You guys were okay. Just the final third wasn't good, if anything. I think it was a terrible performance.
You put up what you call the Bermuda Triangle. Jez put up a team. 3 of our front four were Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, and Bruno Fernandes. If you was expecting any form of quality, you are looking in the wrong place. I seen Manchester United fans and I seen rival fans shocked by what they seen in the final third. Again, 3 of our front four were Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, and Bruno Fernandes. Why were you expecting anything different? However, on the positive side, it was better than I expected in regards to overall the performance. Defensively, that's what impressed me the most. And that was what the present surprise was because we actually looked organized from a defensive standpoint. I can't believe we actually looked coached. They actually looked like there was a plan. Like we actually limited Fulham. The goal didn't get peppered. We didn't concede 20 plus shots in the game, which I expected. Again, is there levels to improve? Yes, but look at the 2 games we played against Fulham last season. We played them in the FA Cup. They bossed us off the park and should have won that game until Mitrovic got sent off. I think it was the season before, but whenever it was, Mitrovic got sent off, and it might have been the season before. Yeah, the season before, and Willian got sent off as well. I think they went down to 9 men.
That was the FA Cup game, innit?
Yeah, the FA Cup game, and then Iwobi when he scored late. So if you look at them 2 games when they played against us until now, it's night and day. So there was improvements. Again, limited them. Fulham are not the best team. They're an average side, mediocre Premier League side. However, we were much better. Mazzarri, I thought, played well. Fred just came in and just did, again, the basics. Had a solid debut, solid performance. Maguire was actually good. He played well. Martinez and Dalot. Martinez is always going to play to a certain level. Dalot was solid as well. Casemiro, I thought, was very good. He was very good in the midfield. Yeah. Covered a lot of ground. This whole myth about, his legs have gone. Casemiro is no slower now than he was in the first season or last season. It's just that last season, he had a poor season. So rather people actually sitting down and analyzing as to why he had a poor season, it's, he's turning 30, 31, or his legs have gone. No, that's not the case. He was worse on the ball, to be honest, last season. But in that game against Fulham, everywhere, box crashing, both boxes, getting box to box, covering ground, flying into tackles. Yes, he's going to miss tackles because of how he plays. Maino had one more of his quiet games, but because Maino's of a certain quality, he's always going to play to a certain level.
Ahmad as well, to be fair.
Same with Diallo. Diallo's the exact same in regards to, didn't get him the ball a lot, but when he was on the ball, always going to look dangerous. The 3 I already mentioned, like Bruno Fernandes played his part in the goal itself, but the 2 missed one-on-ones, criminal. And if that's any other attacker, we're on their case. Rashford missed 2 one-on-ones versus City, we're on their case. Mount does that, we're on their case. If that's Diallo, on his case. But since it's Bruno, people just want to be quiet about it. And he's supposed to be, quote-unquote, a clinical finisher. Mount's just out there running around, just doing up cardio. Rashford just out there running around, doing up cardio. Xerxes, phenomenal finish. absolute phenomenal. Like that finish, top quality. It was so I didn't even realize what happened.
It might be a problem this season.
That's how good the finish was. Because
I thought McTominay scored.
As soon as that's the same. As soon as McTominay was warming up to come on, I said, "This has got a McTominay winner written all over it." Garnacho crosses the ball in, and then it goes towards McTominay. I thought it was McTominay, and then even on the replay, it wasn't until I seen it the second time I was like, "Oh, Xerxes, top quality, look good outside of that as well." So it'll be interesting to see how he plays. Garnacho off the bench, you see the best out of him. For all his limitations, for the criticism I have of Garnacho, he's better off the bench. We've seen it against City. We've seen it against Fulham. Yes, he missed the open net. Should have scored. Despite the pass from Rashford not being the best, should have scored. The pass from Rashford should have been better. But we're talking about
slowed himself down a little bit.
Yeah,
Rashford should have shot.
Rashford should have shot himself. The pass should have been better. But again, Mikes, we're talking about.
We were saying that all game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
like, shout out Ibs. He had a bet that just relied on Rashford having a shot. I don't even think he had a shot all game. Just kept passing sideways.
Rashford for you and Garnacho running 100 miles per hour. Yes, Rashford should have scored. The pass should have been better. Garnacho should have scored, but Garnacho off the. But overall, pleased by what I seen because the bar and my expectation for this team is on the floor. So the fact we did better than I expected, more important defensively, say okay. Now it'd be interesting to see how we play away at Brighton because that's a better team. That's a tougher game. How do? We then play Liverpool after that. Better team. More higher stakes, more eyes on it.
Did you win that last season?
There? Brighton, we won late. It was the last game of the season or second to last game of the season.
Okay, because I was going to say your record there.
Yeah, our record there is not good. No, it's not good, but we did win there. I think it was game week 38. I think it was.
Last game of the season.
Last game of the season. Because I literally, I was so tapped out, I just left the man them to run the watch along. I was there for like 5-10 minutes. And then I just left the man them on the playback to do like Sheik was there, a few others, and I was just popping in because I was just so done. And I think if we won, I don't think our position could change because Newcastle were winning or whatever it was. But yeah, like in regards to the game overall, more positives than negatives. And I'm pleasantly surprised by us from a defensive standpoint. And if we can defend like that against everyone, we have a chance this season to at least not get battered because Onana's goal.
You might be adding a guy to that.
We definitely need that. And this whole myth, people are like, oh, we don't need a Gate. Shut up. We need a Gate. What are we talking about here? We need a Gate without question because our midfield is bare. We are 2 injuries away from McTominay and Collier playing in there, or McTominay and
You're literally just relying on Mino.
It's literally
Casemiro. He's a good player, but he hasn't played. He's barely played at the top level.
And that's my point. That is it. It's literally Casemiro or Maino. One of them gets injured. It's then a McTominay. It's then a Mount. They're the two. So I think.
But also consider how many games this season as well.
Exactly. You're playing 55, 60 games potentially this season. So do we need another midfielder? Yes. It should be a Gate. And if you bring in a Gate and then you go get a midfielder like Maino, deep line playmaker, someone who can dictate the tempo, progress the ball through the lines, you have 2. Because then you have Casemiro, you have a Gate, you have Maino, you have one of them. Then you have the likes of Ericsson, Collier, the youngster, etc., etc. Because we still need more. This team is still lacking in quality. Same way, Ivan Toney. There's been talks and conversations because might go Saudi, which is crazy. Go and sign Ivan Toney. It's a no-brainer. We still need another striker.
Like everyone's avoiding Toney, and I want to know why at this point.
Crazy.
I don't know. Like, so far told me that it's a rumor that he apparently wants 200K. I don't know how true that is, obviously. Another part, I think it might also be another reason because some people are a bit cautious of the whole betting thing and they don't want to go and buy him. I don't know what the issue is because I said it's ready because Toney was my first option and then Solanke was my second option, but Tottenham never considered him as his first option. So I'm just very surprised, and the fact that there's more rumors of him going to Saudi than to a team in Europe. It's a crazy conversation about it. So there must be something in the background going on with teams.
I'm just hoping.
TalkSport is saying they're offering like 320 a week. He's on 36K.
If he goes there, they have to give him money.
They're going to offer him the big money. I'm just hoping that we just go in there late and it's to drive the price down for the transfer fee overall, and also maybe he drops his wage if his wage is indeed expensive. But if he wants top money, we'd be printing money. Give him the 200K. We just gave Bruno a new deal. Mount's on big money. Rashford's on big money. What the fuck are we talking about? Go and give him it. He's better than all them players.
And you lot trying to try to fix the wage structure.
Nah, that's a lie. It was a myth. It's just that people
gave Bruno a new deal.
Gave Bruno a new deal with more money.
The extension,
The extension.
He's
okay. So you lot don't
he's-
care then. Give him the
So it's
200.
kind of like it's kind of
Ineos.
and if he performs well, and even though I like what Ineos have done in regards to the transfer window and the way we've done deals, is like we still need more. Same way we need a left back. Go get a left back on loan. We desperately need a left back. We desperately need a left back. Go get Regulon again on loan. Go get a left back
you
on
guys
loan.
can have him. You guys can have him.
Yeah,
We've been trying to sell him, and he doesn't want to go to any club that's not in European competition.
Loan deal, because we are literally an injury away. Let's say Mazraoui or Delo get injured. I hope they don't. It's Lindelof at left back, and Lindelof at right back, Martinez at left back. Like we're literally could be down to the bare bones 1 or 2. And we're talking game week 2. The squad shouldn't potentially be distressed. Even the left wing situation, because we don't know what's going on with Sancho. If we sell Sancho for some money, go get a left winger. Because our winger options are woeful. Outside of Diallo, Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony stinks. It's awful. Go get, and you don't have a manager in place that's going to put them in a system that helps them create. So we need to do the business, man.
Says a lot as well, like the Sancho situation. Oh, it's all resolved, and he was left out of the squad again.
Rubbish. I said that at the time.
Honestly,
no way.
things were
All
the
that
shit.
happened between them. All happened between them, and it's all like, yeah, we're just cool again. No,
Yeah.
they're not. It's like when you have an argument with a sibling, and your mom or dad make you lot apologize to each other. That's what that was. Ineos were like, you two need to sort this out. When people talking about, oh, Sancho's gonna come in and get game time and play and score 10 goals, you ain't getting 10 starts. The manager don't rate him. That's clear as day. Ten Hag has made it abundantly
I actually
clear.
thought they might have turned the corner.
No, he don't rate him. And on top of that, they don't like each other. They don't like each other.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing because like after situation, like I struggle to because I've watched Sancho for Dortmund a lot, and I struggle to imagine that just like that after a situation like last season, because it was a very big situation. Like the guy didn't play football for like 6 months, and had to train with the kids. This like situation will happen to Lukaku. Imagine Lukaku doesn't go to Napoli and he has to play 6 months in the under 21s and train them. I struggle to imagine with someone of his character, not in a negative way, because I wouldn't apologize either. Just go all of a sudden comes back from Dortmund from the Champions League final and a relative good season for his standards. Goes back to United, and then all of a sudden we just go shake hands with the manager and say everything is good. I'm ready to play for United again. Nah, man, it just sounds like everything was put into a good scenario in people's minds. You know what I mean? And felt like okay, good scenario, PR, and then all of a sudden he's gonna go and start.
You know what a little theory is pretending, because now you mentioned, I just thought about maybe they did that whole thing where they just go on to shake hands and say it was all done, because if that's not sorted, that could be something that could be used in negotiations, lower the transfer valuation.
And that's exactly what I think it is, because he can be seen as an asset. And if we do sell Sancho one, which I don't have no issue with, go buy a left winger. We need a left winger desperately in need of one.
Yeah.
Rashford and Garnacho's options are horrible. Oh no, we won't. We won't.
Because they think that Rashford and Garnacho are genuinely good players. Like they think Garnacho's actually a good starter. They think Rashford. I'm still seeing people say, "Don't drop your Rashford stocks." It's 2024. It's 2024.
28.
Yeah, 28 or something like
that. Rashford and Luke Shaw in 2024. What world are we living in?
Yeah, that we still debating these players. It's like Rashford off the bench. That's him at his best. That's why we've seen with Garnacho. Rashford as much as I criticize him and he has his limitations. Him off the bench, I like. It's a great option off the bench. Bench player.
But Floss, what do you think though?
The wages.
But what do you think though?
Great super sub. The wages can't do it.
It might be a thing like they're looking at them to say we want to develop them. We don't want to get a Tony because we want to develop them like we want to develop Haaland and Sersky. Maybe they don't want to get a left winger because of that.
Yeah, develop, at 28.
I'm trying to find solutions because there's all GGMU, man. Like we trying to get solutions.
There's no solutions to this. No solutions.
Luke Shaw was a wonder kid in like 2013. Yeah, like we're still talking about him.
10 years old. Like, can we get the back? And he's not even fit now.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he got injured again as well.
But on his day, he's one of the best left backs in the world. On his day, that's like 5 days a year. 5 days a year at max.
On his
Same
day
with
is like
Rashford.
one of the worst sayings in football.
I hate that saying. I hate it.
Once a month or once a fucking year for whatever it is.
On his day is crazy.
On this day, you know, like, hey, Roberto Carlos though, if he is on this day.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell on his day too. Also, for the guys in the chat, everyone's trying to push Chilwell to United. I think even Fabrizio said it's unlikely to see that happen. So
yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing I do credit Ineos and the way we've negotiated this transfer. I love it. I have zero complaints. The deals we walked away from, how we're getting players at prices. We're getting rid of Manchester United tax. We're not getting bumped for players anymore. Even Agate, we didn't even mention it. Loan we're talking about. Love that.
Yeah.
Loan deal with an obligation to buy, which then frees up money to go sign another central midfielder. I'm all for that because olders would have paid the 60, 70 million. Old Manchester United, not even old. Last season, we would have paid the big money for a Braithwaite, for example. Would have paid big money for De Ligt. And it's like, no, like when we're the A side of negotiation, utilize that. You got a player you don't want, you're trying to get rid of. We are not paying a premium. That should not how it works. And I'm glad we've done that. And I love that. So even with the Sandenberg, he's gone who I would have taken. He's gone Fulham. We were quoted as 30 million. I think he's gone there for 20. Don't get bumped no more. Start saying no. I'm with that.
That's the thing as well. That Agate's situation been handled poorly by PSG, in my opinion, as well, because like they literally wanted that big price, but they've also left him out of the first team squad because you want him to leave. But you're the one that's putting a high price up. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just clueless in negotiation. They're always terrible in negotiations as well. I mean, even their recruitment over the past couple of years, they've still got
Mawani and
Dembele.
Ramos. And Dembele. Oh, that's a
Dembele in 2024. That's another 20 in 2024.
Why they can't even go in the Osimhen links? That's why I can't push for Osimhen.
Mawani and Ramos and Dembele.
2024, we're still talking about Rashford and Dembele. You know, oh my days, man.
Congo, Mali, bro. Man, like Congo, Mali. Bro, nah, bro. I still remember United fans was trying to push him into United for 100 million.
Yeah,
I still remember that. No, bro. That guy is woeful, man.
Kolo Mawani is.
You know they're treating 100 million now like it's 10 million. Like everyone's 100 million now. Like if you have 5 good games, you're linked for 100 million.
Yeah,
that's probably partly our fault. Probably our fault.
Hey, to be fair, that trend started with PSG and Neymar.
PSG ruined the market, man.
Yeah.
PSG fucking nuked the market, bruv.
Yeah.
It was 222. There hasn't been a transfer that's come close to that.
That's disgusting behavior.
It's one of the saddest days in football.
Biggest transfer.
That's one of the saddest days in football, you know. And I see Neymar playing PSG instead of the MSN like front three, man. That was
you messed up making that move. You messed up making that move.
Chelsea.
Yeah, you should have went to the
Kylian Mbappe, that was it. Kylian Mbappe was the next one. So Neymar was 198 million. Mbappe's 163 million. Coutinho's in third with 105. Then João Felix from Benfica at 112. And then Enzo with 106.
Oh, yeah, I forget 106. Was he 105?
I said he won 100 million.
Was he 105?
Enzo was 106.
Wait, where's Rice? Because Rice was like 105, right?
100 plus 5 million add-ons.
Oh,
Jack Grealish.
Okay.
Jack Grealish in 7th, Griezmann in 6th to Barcelona. Fucking hell, Barca just straight missed.
Barcelona.
They've also got Dembele on 11th with 97 million.
But your Barca fucked up the market as well.
Barca, because they put all they continue Dembele, Griezmann, all was in the same time span.
That's disgusting.
This is disgusting list. This is disgusting list. Lukaku. Lukaku's there.
Lukaku. Oh, mate.
Lukaku's there.
Lukaku. Hey, Chelsea broke into the top 10 at least.
If you have a deeper look at this as well, fucking hell.
How many of these are successes?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. So, like, Neymar was still like ultimately a success for Bayern, even if they didn't win Champions League.
PSG. Were Neymar and Mbappe successes for PSG? I don't think they were.
Oh, that's Mbappe to PSG.
Yeah, it's the PSG.
Yeah, it's just like
PSG from Monaco to PSG.
Left team is from the team that they came to. And right team is where they joined.
Yeah, because I don't think Neymar was a success. I don't think Mbappe was a success. Coutinho was a success. Felix wasn't. Enzo hasn't been. Griezmann wasn't. Grealish to City debatable. Rice to Arsenal debatable. Caicedo still ongoing.
Debatable.
Lukaku definitely not.
Oh.
Dembele definitely not. Pogba
Probably,
wasn't. Bellingham was, yeah. Hazard wasn't. Ronaldo, yes. Kane, no so far.
And Bale,
yes.
Bale was it. Yeah, we talk about two out of
what, like 16?
16 players there, and the ironic part is ironic part is both of them went to Madrid, so
fucking
and they lost Mbappe on a free. They lost Mbappe on a
the
free.
Yeah, they lost him on a free.
Oh, yeah, keep
What's
going.
the rest? Is the more? Is the list keep going? Is the list gets longer?
Anthony.
People forget how big his price tag actually was.
Anthony.
Oh, fucking perverts, bruv. Oh,
Anthony's above Ronaldo.
Anthony, yeah, he wasn't a success. Ronaldo, of course, to Madrid was. Vardy also far, you could say yes.
Neymar again, no.
Higuain, the Juventus. I don't know, he did fucking Maguire. No, look at us. Maguire, Lukaku, Sancho.
Look at the triple kill from United. Look at the triple kill.
Van Dijk, yeah.
That's that 1-2 uppercut, bruv.
Yeah.
No. Suarez, yes. Was Fofana that much? Jesus. Fofana.
Yeah,
no.
17. Oh.
Lukaku, you could argue.
Nicholas Pepe.
Pepe, Kepa, no. And then you got Chouameni, yes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is there any more below that?
This is disgusting.
Lucas Hernandez, Darwin Núñez. Hernandez would probably be a success.
Zidane, fucking hell.
Zidane's still up there. Fair enough.
Zidane's still up there.
Definitely a success. Di Maria.
Oh yeah, because that would be with inflation taken into account.
Yeah. Havertz to Arsenal, no. De Ligt, no. De Jong.
I said no because like it didn't.
You say no, guys. No. Alvarez, we'll see. Kolo Muani, absolutely not. Højlund, absolutely not. James Rodriguez, no. De Bruyne, yes. Arthur Melo was that much.
Yeah, because there was a whole fraud thing going on. Like there was a whole fraud between Arthur Melo and Pjanic because originally both of them weren't actually valued at that much, but they did some things where they were able to make it look both teams straight in the books. So it's gonna be down at 70 million, but it wasn't actually 72 million, but it wasn't 72 million actually. It wasn't. Like it was a lot of fraud was happening there in Italy. Brown envelopes.
Stop it.
Serie A had Howler in that like 2016, 2018 era of transfers, you know, like it was nuts.
So it's man. Like
Julian Alvarez is saving that number 39. Wow. Oh no, De Bruyne is in there too.
De Bruyne is in there.
You know what was fair enough, man. Ineos, they're definitely saving United with the.
They definitely doing better business.
Holy fuck!
City's business has been sensational. Actually, no, the only miss might be Grealish. Might be.
Grealish is the only one. And you know what? With their track record, you take that. If you get one, if you hit 7 out of 8 players, you take that.
They can afford to have flops.
Looking at it from a Chelsea perspective, Enzo, probably not, but maybe. Caicedo, I'd feel a bit more positive about. Lukaku, L. Fucking Havertz, L. Fafana,
L.
Who else is there? Mudryk, L so far. There's like one W there. That's it.
Yeah.
Even then, that one's a potential.
Because for me, it's like when you pay that much for a player, like I'm expecting like that player to come and just be really like be playing to that. Even though I don't believe any player actually plays to 100 million standard, I think that's extremely. I think only Mbappe. I think Mbappe, Winnie are two players who are. Probably Yamal, but even Yamal right now is very young, who actually play to 100 million standard. And even then, it's kind of like 100 million is crazy. Like, it's just me. I just don't believe midfielders should be ever 100 million in general. Because I don't think they can ever showcase. I think at most, this is something that attackers can always show because they will always score the goals. But midfielders, I always feel a bit. I always question marks. I don't personally like it personally when I see that.
I think in an ideal world, like no one really should be going for 100 million. But you're right. Like in terms of like attackers, they're the breadwinners almost. Like in terms of football, like they're almost like they're the ones that can kill off games. They're game changers. So you can understand it in this era. But if you're going for 100 million as a transfer and you move to any league, you got to work quadruple as times as hard as anyone else because that price tag is going to be onto you every time you slip up. Every time, like you see it all the time.
Try not learn the language so you don't understand any of it. One or the other.
Yeah.
And Kendurance, I am not getting clipped. I've already seen how Liverpool fans move, and I've been in this game too long for that shit.
Why was this clipped with what? What I missed?
I know he's saying like getting ours already. No. Here we go first.
Jump out the window, man. You know, jumping out the window. With no parachute. Jump out the plane.
Trying to be Superman.
Jump out the plane, man, with no parachute.
Them Liverpool fans don't learn. I can't have been telling them that just to not learn myself from them.
Yeah, but the thing is, next season they'll fully just get roped in again and lose.
I will be there again.
We'll be there.
We'll be there again.
Now they're watching Sociedad games to hate watch already.
Crazy. Imagine being there. Sociedad games.
I've seen a Liverpool fan. On my timeline put a clip of Subamendi making an arrow, and it wasn't even the game. It was a game from last season.
Barney's got half a mind to get a Subamendi shirt from Jerseys FC.
Just for balance.
Oh, you might as well, you know.
Yeah, as long as he don't join Arsenal, he's got a fan in me. I've got a video now for Sam saying Chelsea are better direction than Liverpool. That to me is what is fucking priceless. It's sensational.
Needs to get as a
soundboard. Yeah, that's a shout still. Be easier to bring out than the video because I don't have to just halt the stream to do it. But yeah, Subamendi, as long as you don't join Arsenal, you got a fan in me, mate. You got a fan in me. So yeah, shout out to him. But I think we've gone through all the games and all the other topics from this week. So we're gonna wrap up the stream here. We're heading over to Flawless. It's the Man City show.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I go live earlier. Yeah. I'm gonna go live earlier.
All right, cool. Everybody, conversations continuing over on Sarcasm City TV. Everyone sub to Mikez if you haven't done so already as well. He's on the road to 600 subs. You guys can get him to there today if you guys hit the sub button. So everybody head over there. Follow Jez on Twitter too. His link's in the description. And yeah, big up to everybody. We're sending you over to Sarcasm City.
Yeah, follow Jez for ultimate fuckeries, people. That's what you need to do. Follow Jez for ultimate fuckeries.
Wait, what?
So we just gonna lie, yeah? You ain't on fuckeries on Twitter.
What Pacific? Can you go into Pacifics?
It's good fuckeries. I can't lie. Some of it is good. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit you post, I'm like, I see why. It's funny. You gotta see why. Some of the sites, that's what I say. Some of the sites you post. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck.
That's
now,
what I say. Yeah. This guy.
He
did it. He did it on accident on playback one time. This guy was sharing a football tweet and shared some gal. Shit was hilarious. Yeah. It was on playback.
I need the clip.
So he shared the tweet, but he was like, "Oh shit, wrong one," and it was just some gal. You know what I'm saying? And
it's just a lot of barking on the Twitter timeline, bro. It's a lot of barking.
I wrote words a month. I wrote.
Yeah, shout out to fucking Big up, Mons.
Hold on, run that again.
Yeah, hold on again.
Lavia was our second choice.
There we are.
I love that. Yeah.
Shout out to Monster. You, man. Everyone head over to Sarcasm City.
Yeah, gone live already. Big up, man.
Big up. Everyone